Hello friends, thank you for joining Yoga with Lucy. Come to find yourself in an easy seat, sit bones rooting into the mat, maybe moving the real estate so you can really get that grounding effect. Spine is nice and tall, straight, crown lifting to the heavens, to the sky. If it feels okay in your body, if you feel safe, go ahead and close your eyes or maybe have a soft gaze down. We'll start by centering and arriving before we get into our practice. Hands resting on the knees, palms down for grounding or up for receiving, depending on what kind of day you've had. You go ahead and pick. Let's go ahead and close the eyes or have that soft gaze down. We'll start by inhaling through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale it out. Inhale. Release the breath. Inhale through the nose, drawing your attention to that breath as it travels all the way down the spine, inflating the belly, expanding the ribs, filling the chest, all the way to the top of the collarbones, maybe pausing at the top, sipping in a little bit more, holding, open the mouth, let it slowly release, emptying the chest, the ribs, the belly, drawing the navel into the spine, releasing anything extra, anything trapped. We'll do another inhale like that. Pausing at the top to sip in a little more. Really expanding those lungs in all four directions, front and back, side to side. Holding. Open the mouth, slowly release, letting go of anything extra, anything not serving you. Let's go ahead and flutter the eyes open, drop the hands down by the sides. Really extending the crown up to the heavens. Inhale the arms up, overhead. Maybe the palms connect. Maybe you belong to the tight shoulders club. Let's keep those arms separated. Ears and shoulders separated. Lift out of the waist on an inhale. Exhale, take it to the side. The gaze can be down at the hand or looking out past that armpit. This top arm is reaching up and over, really feeling the stretch from the fingertips all the way to the outer waist, down into that outer hip. And inhale, send those fingertips to the sky. Lift out of the waist. Let's exhale it over to the other side. Really stretching, grounding that opposite sit bone. Feeling the earth pulling, securing you, keeping you safe. We'll stay here for one more breath. Take a nice, slow, deep inhale, filling that belly. And exhale, slowly release. And let's inhale those fingertips to the sky. And this time as you exhale, we'll twist. Opposite hand coming to the opposite outside knee. The gaze is over the shoulder. Those back fingertips just at the base of the spine. Lifting the crown on an inhale, creating that space in the spine. As you exhale, maybe the torso twists a little bit deeper. Listen to your body. Find your edge and back off. Inhale, coming through center. Exhale, taking it to the opposite side. Might find that one side is tighter than the other. As you inhale, creating that space in the spine, think about what you can make room for. We'll stay for one more breath. Inhale, create the space for love, compassion, empathy. Exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhale, coming through center, dropping the chin down towards the chest. Stay in for the inhale. And as you exhale, rolling the ear over to that shoulder. My neck is tight on this side, so I can't get over very far. I'm listening to my body. I'm not forcing anything. But I may spend an extra breath or two here. If available, maybe dropping those fingertips and walking them out to the side. Feeling that stretch from the ear all the way down to the front of the shoulder, maybe into the bicep. Turning the hand to the knee, dropping the chin to the chest. As you exhale, rolling the ear to the shoulder. If available, dropping those fingertips and walking them out. Staying for the stretch, breathing. And returning the hand, lifting the gaze. Let's come down onto our back. Take your time. Allow the spine to imprint on the mat. Tucking the chin, giving that cervical spine some extra space. Pressing the lower back into the mat. Breathing into it, feeling the support of the earth beneath you, knowing that you're safe, you're secure. And go ahead and extend that right leg, sending the foot to the sky, maybe interlacing the fingers behind that thigh. Leg does not have to be straight, your version of straight. So maybe your leg is really bent. It's okay. You're going to meet your body where it is today. It may have been different yesterday. It may be different tomorrow, but today we're meeting our body where it is right now. Let me start moving, bending at the knee, starting to warm that knee up, sending some fluid around those muscles. Next time the leg is straight, go ahead and start pointing and flexing the foot, sending the toes to the face and to the sky. Feeling the stretch in the top of the foot and the shin, down into the calf. Maybe rolling out that ankle, embracing all the pops and crackles. That's just your ankle saying thank you. Maybe we'll take it in the opposite direction. Nice and slow, exaggerating that movement, spreading the toes. Finding stillness, rebending that leg, releasing the hands, let the hip fall or the knee fall out. We'll start with some hip circles. Pretend we're drawing circles on the ceiling with the kneecap. We'll go in one direction, keeping those hips grounded and square. When that opposite hip starts popping up, maybe reduce the size of the circle. And as you come through center, let's take it in the opposite direction. Nice and slow, warming that hip up. Listen to your body. If I cue or call anything that doesn't feel comfortable, or you know that you're not able to do that, it's okay, skip it. Take a rest pose, take a modification. Let's go ahead and cross that leg over, coming into our supine figure 4. That right ankle on the top of that left knee. I'm going to stay here. Maybe push that right knee away with the right hand. If available, maybe lifting that left leg, grabbing behind that left thigh. If you're all crunched up like this, I'd like you to stay in this position so that your spine can stay elongated. You're still getting a stretch. You're still getting that hip stretch benefit. But if it is available and you can reach behind that thigh, go ahead and do so. We'll stay here, we'll breathe. As we inhale, soften. And as you exhale, pull that thigh in towards the chest, and at the same time, create some resistance with that left leg pulling away. And release that. Maybe T in the arms. Taking a spinal stretch. Gaze over that opposite hand. Maybe taking this hand and grabbing that right ankle. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. A nice slow inhale through the nose. And a calming, releasing exhale through the nose. And 1 more. Holding onto the ankle, release that. Inhale through center. Fully cross the leg over, stacking the knees. Pulling the knees into the chest. It's our supine cow face pose. Available, maybe walking those hands down the shins. Don't force it. Again, we're going to meet our body where it is today. Keeping the full spine connected to the earth. Pulling her energy. Allowing her to ground us. Go ahead and untwist from that. Place the right sole of the foot onto the earth. Extend that left leg up to the sky. Maybe interlacing those fingers behind the thigh. Your version is straight. Don't overstretch. Just wherever feels comfortable for you. Maybe creating that movement. Slowly straightening and bending the leg at the knee. Next time that leg is straight, start pointing and flexing, creating that stretch. Be rolling out the ankle in one direction. And then reversing it. And rebending through that leg, releasing the hands, allowing the knee to fall out for those hip circles. Remember, keeping those hips grounded, maybe putting your hands on the hips to know if that opposite hip wants to pop up so that you can shorten those circles, make them smaller. And reversing it the next time you come through center. And finish up that last circle, left foot on the right knee into our figure four, pushing that knee away with the hand, staying here or clasping the hands behind the thigh. Again, you might find that one side is tighter than the other. This is my tighter side. So while I can grab my thigh, I can't interlace my fingers without compromising the spine. So I'm going to meet my body where it is today and continue to work on my flexibility. Breathing into those hips, relaxing on the inhale and creating that resistance on the exhale, pulling in with the arms, pulling away with the leg, relaxing on the inhale. And bringing that down, teeing the arms. Maybe exploring that spinal twist. One side might be easier than the other. Maybe the foot comes to the earth. And the gaze, looking over that left hand, that left arm. Maybe grabbing that ankle. Maybe the side's not available. Again, that's okay. We spend so much time getting caught up in the, oh, I can't do it, and getting frustrated and mad, instead of having gratitude that we're actually able to do most of this. And keep trying, keep practicing. That's why they call yoga a practice. We're not perfect. And as long as we show up for ourselves, make time and show up on the mat, we'll get better. Release that hand, using that hand to push ourselves back to center, crossing the leg fully, getting rid of that space. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you pull those knees in towards the chest. Again, keeping that spine elongated on the mat. Maybe walking the hands down towards the ankles. Maybe you're super flexible and can grab the feet. Really breathing into that belly. Using that breath as an anchor, something that we can come back to bring our attention and our focus to. And untwist and release that. Take some windshield wipers. Maybe pulling the knees in towards the chest, rocking side to side. Giving that lower back a little massage. We're going to come up into our tabletop position. So you can either rock and roll your way up there, or let the knees fall to the side, and we push ourselves up, coming into that tabletop where the hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips, tops of the feet pressing into the mat, That belly button is pulled into the spine, supporting the lower back. We're pushing the earth away. This is neutral. The head is in line with the spine. We'll start with a few rounds of cat-cow, starting in cow on an inhale, where we lift the tail, drop the belly, pull those shoulder blades together, lift the gaze. Again, I have a tight neck today, so my gaze is not going to lift very high. That's okay. I'm not mad about it. As we exhale, tuck the tail, scoop that belly, dome the upper back, and drop the chin to the chest, pushing everything away, pulling the belly button into the spine, releasing anything extra. Inhale, drop the belly, pull those shoulder blades together, lift the gaze. Exhale, pushing everything away, dropping the crown of the head down. See if we can take the whole movement for the breath, starting with the tail, finishing with the crown. And maybe after you've done a few rounds of that, you want to explore taking whatever movement your body is craving. Maybe rocking the hips side to side, doing some barrel rolls, sending those hips back through center, coming out over the fingertips, reversing it, taking it in the opposite direction. Maybe flipping the fingers back towards the knees, feeling the stretch in the forearm, releasing those wrists, only coming back as far as your wrists will allow. Maybe taking them out to the side, rocking side to side, using those fingertips as a break. Pressing those fingertips into the earth. Yeah, let's roll that out. Extend those left toes back. Really pressing the ball of the foot into the earth, squaring the hips. You stay here, or maybe lifting the heel, possibly extending that opposite hand out, pinky to the earth, thumb to the sky, belly button pulled in for support. That's our spinal balance. Maybe you want to create some movement, sending it long on an inhale. Exhale, bringing the elbow towards the knee, doming that upper back. Inhale, straightening out. Exhale, connecting. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's place that palm down. Put the knee back. We'll take it on the other side. Send those right toes back. Really squaring up, pressing the ball of the foot. Maybe lifting the heel, extending the arm. Creating that movement. Connecting, stretching. Last one. And bringing it back down. Let's tuck those toes, send those hands, one hand print out. Lift the hips up and back for our down dog. Letting the head hang heavy. Pressing those fingertips down and out towards the long edge of the mat. Separating the shoulder blades. Doming that upper back. Broadening through the shoulder blades. Maybe you walk it out. Alternating, bending and straightening. Really feeling that stretch, the bottom of the feet.
Downward dog is really good for runners. It hits the bottom of the feet, the heels, the calves, the shins. It prevents problems with the Achilles tendon, that tendon that runs the bottom of the foot, up the heel. Spine should be straight, so maybe putting a bend to those knees to keep the straightness of the spine. The belly button is pulled in. Push down through the palms, down through the balls of the feet. And the goal is not to get the heel onto the mat. And the goal is a straight spine. Relax the head. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend the knees. Look at the hands. Take a stroll. Feet meet the hands. Drop the head. We'll hang here and a forward fold. And maybe you want a ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows, swaying side to side. That belly button is pulled in. We're always supporting that lower back. And pausing, finding stillness. Inhale, up for a half lift. The hands underneath the knees. That spine is straight. Putting as much bend in those knees as you need. Bracing the core, navel to spine. The head is in line with the neck is in line with the spine. The neck is part of the spine. Those sit bones are shooting back. The crown of the head is pulling forward, really engaging those back muscles. Exhale, bring it back to that forward fold. We're going to rise up on the inhale, pressing down through the feet, bending the knees. Inhale, arms up, palms connect. Exhale, hands come to heart center, taking a moment of gratitude, maybe closing your eyes. Gratitude for this time, this space. Gratitude for our bodies. They may not be able to do exactly what we want them to do, but we've shown up. That's the important thing. Drop the hands down alongside the hips. Standing tall in your Tadasana. All four corners of the feet pressing down. Soft bend to the knee. Tuck of the tail. Take it to this side so you can see. So we've got our knees, there's a soft bend, tuck in the tail. Those shoulders, bring them up, back, and down. Palms shining forward. Crown of the head is reaching up to the sky. Knees, not the knees. The ears are tracking over the shoulders. And we breathe. Inhale, arms up overhead. Palms connect, lifting out of the waist. Exhale, standing half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. And the gaze can be up to the left, out past the armpit, or down towards the earth. Maybe this right hand comes and rests on the thigh or at the waist. Whatever is comfortable in your body today. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. And exhale, take it over to the opposite side, really grounding down to that opposite foot, feeling the stretch from the fingertips all the way down to that outer heel. And inhale. This time as you exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest, let the love shine. And
Drop the hands behind, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, send those knuckles down to the earth, opening the chest. Exhale, release the palms, bringing them out in front, doming that upper back. Inhale, hands to heart center. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, palms push away, chin to chest. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release the hands, bring them down, back behind you. This time placing the opposite thumb on top. If it feels weird or unnatural, you're doing it correctly. Opening the chest. Release the hands. Exhale, bring the palms, connecting in front. Inhale, heart center. Coming to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms up overhead. Exhale, flat back coming down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant those hands, step right foot back, left foot back, coming into a plank. And drop the knees or stay up on the balls of the feet as we hold in our plank for just a moment. Really pushing back through the heels, the crown of the head. Pushing forward, doming that upper back, pressing down through the hands. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Coming down to the knees, we lower down. Untuck the toes, inhale up for cobra. Expanding through those collarbones. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rise up for cobra. Exhale, coming down. Inhale. Exhale, push it back for child's pose. Those hips coming back. If that's not kind to the knees, you can always keep the hips up for puppy. Maybe you stay here on your forearms. And slowly bring that chest down. Maybe the hands extend out. And you come down for more of a full puppy. Whatever your body needs today, listen to it, take it. For in child's pose, our big toes are connecting. Maybe the legs are together, maybe the knees are separated. Those arms are extended, palms pressing down. Let's inhale, rise up to that tabletop position again. Tuck the toes. Walk the hands back. Bringing the knees closer together. Tucking these pinkies in. They're like little stubborn children. Don't do what they want, or they do what they want. They don't do what they're supposed to. If you're needing to stay here, that's fine. If you're able to walk those hands all the way up and bringing the weight over the heels, spine straight, crown of the head lifting. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bringing it to heart center. And lifting up, untuck the toes. Slowly, carefully bringing this right foot out. Coming into a low lunge. Knee tracking over the ankle, ankle tracking over the heel. Toes pointing forward. This back
Knee is back just slightly. We're not in a 90-90. Hands can stay here at the knee, at the waist, heart center. Or maybe you inhale, extending the arms up. Whichever you choose, keep the tail tucked. That way we're opening up this hip flexor. And we breathe. Just stay here and breathe. Pressing down with that right foot and pulling back. Pressing down with this left knee and pulling it forward. That's not comfortable for the knee. Maybe roll a blanket up and put it underneath. Let's bring those hands down. Walk the hands back along with the hips, straightening. Again, your version of straight. And this right leg, toes, sending them up and back. Getting the stretch in this calf, maybe back into the hamstring. Our spine is straight, crown to tail. Hips are square. Pressing down, pulling back with this front leg. One more breath. Inhale, walking it forward. Coming back up. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, coming to heart center. Extending through the spine. Inhale. And exhale, twisting from the torso. This left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. Gaze up over that right shoulder. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Shift those hips back. Inhale, coming forward. Tuck the toes, coming into our runner's lunge. Extending the crown. Sending that heel back. Keeping the hips square. Plant left hand, inhale and exhale. That right arm to the sky. And bring that hand back down. And step back to our plank. Staying here for a moment, pulling the belly button into the spine. Coming down to the knees, slowly lowering. Untuck the toes, inhale up for cobra. Pulling those shoulder blades together, pressing the feet down, keeping that tail tucked, protecting the lower spine. Bring it down. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we push it back, child's pose. Inhale, that tabletop position again. Tuck the toes. Bring the knees together. Walk the hands back. We're not going to stay in that toe squat. We're just going to come right up. Bring that left leg forward. Knee over the ankle, ankle over the heel. Untuck the toes. And stay here, 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 or here. So many choices. Just remember to keep the belly button pulled in. Those front ribs are pulled in and down. That tail is tucked. We're opening up the hip flexor, giving it a nice stretch, and we're breathing. Hands come to the earth. Those hips shift back. Hands walk back. And the toes lift up and back.
You might find that once again, you have a tighter side. And this leg is your version of straight. That left heel is pressing down and pulling back. Half split. And inhale, walking it forward. We rise up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, we extend the spine. Exhale, twist from the torso. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Gaze over that left elbow. Keeping the knee in line with the ankle. Pressing down and pulling back with that left foot. Pressing down and pulling forward with that right knee. One more breath. Inhale, we twist out. Hands come to the earth. Exhale, send it back. Spine is straight. Hips are square. Inhale, coming forward. Untuck the toes, coming in that runner's lunge. Don't collapse over this thigh. You need to keep the space. Inhale, plant that right hand. Exhale, we twist open. Left hand and gaze goes to the sky. Be mindful this knee doesn't just fall out, kind of like my earbud just did. We're looking up at those fingertips. And take one more breath. Bring the hands back down. Step back into our plank. And we breathe through it. You can always take this on the knees. Does not mean that you're not going to get any more benefit or any less benefit. And drop the knees, we lower down. This time, instead of cobra, we're going to come right back up. And exhale, come down, letting those elbows graze the body. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, down dog. Sorry, child's pose. You could always take a down dog. It would be completely appropriate. Maybe rock side to side, giving those hips a little extra love. Inhale up to that tabletop position. Swing the knees to the side. We're going to come into a seated position. I'm going to grab my earbud real quick. Extending those legs out in front. Actually, I'm going to face you so you can see what I'm doing. Legs extended out. And move that real estate so you can feel the grounding. Toes up to the sky. Our spine is nice and straight. Crown lifting to the heavens. Those sit bones rooting into the earth. Fingers outside of the hips. Take a nice slow inhale. Releasing exhale. Inhale, arms up. Lift out of the waist, bend from the hips. Exhale, sending that chest forward, keeping the spine straight. Think about sticking the booty out. So those hips roll forward and down. Belly button is pulled in, protecting that spine. We're driving down through the heels, activating the backs of the legs. Feel free to drop the arms at any time or hang out here. Shoulders down from the ears. Those fingertips reaching out and forward. We'll stay for one more full breath. Rise on the inhale. And the exhale, arms down. And pull that foot in close to the body. And stay here, cross it over for our seated spinal twist. That spine is straight and tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. If you're not able to get the elbow on the outside of the knee, totally fine to hook and hug. In fact, I actually prefer to hook. Looking over that right shoulder. Maybe tomorrow my neck will be a little looser so that I can actually look over my right shoulder. Inhale, creating that space, making room for love and compassion, empathy, forgiveness. Inhale, coming through center, we'll exhale, twisting to the opposite, that counter stretch. Then coming back to center, untwisting, pulling the other foot in, and stay here or cross it over. Toes are pointing forward. Inhale, exhale, twisting. Those back fingertips at the base of the spine, giving a little support, allowing the spine to really sit tall. And breathing. Twisting is so good for the digestive system. It promotes digestion, detoxification, brings out those internal organs. Let's inhale through center and twist to the opposite for that counter stretch. And coming back to center and twisting. Let's inhale those arms up. And exhale it forward. This time we'll drop the hands. Drop the chin to the chest. And inhale, coming up. We'll bring that foot in to the inner thigh. Inhale, the arms up, twisting to the bent leg. And as you exhale, twisting to the side, that forearm works as a leverage on that inner shin calf area, allowing the chest to open. This top arm is reaching up and over, feeling that stretch from the fingertips all the way down, that side body into the outer hip. And inhale to come up, twisting over the straight leg. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up. We'll take it to the opposite side. Inhale, stretching those fingertips to the sky, turning towards that bent leg. As you exhale, dropping this forearm inside the shin calf area, allowing it to open the chest.
enjoying the stretch, breathing through any discomfort. Inhale, we rise up. And exhale, taking it over the straight leg. Inhale, coming up. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. We're bound to angle. The feet can be close to the body for more of an inner thigh stretch or away from the body for a lower back stretch. You pick your foot position. Hands can be on the shins, the ankles, the feet. Those sit bones are grounding into the earth. The spine is straight. We're sending those knees out and down. Inhale, creating the space in the spine. As you exhale, the chest comes down and forward, keeping the spine straight. We spend so much of our day hunched over a keyboard or a phone. We want to take this opportunity to counteract that. Keep the spine straight, send the chest forward. Instead of hunching over the feet, we're going to have a straight back, which means we might not be able to get down as low as we'd like, but we're going to meet our bodies where they're at today. And inhale, coming up, bringing those legs together. Let's slowly make our way back to our backs. We're going to set up for bridge. Knees are bent. Our legs are bent, knees in the direction of the sky. The feet are close to the body, soles of the feet pressing down. Let's slightly tuck that chin, giving the cervical spine some space. Tuck the tail, pressing that lower back into the mat, allowing the spine to fully imprint. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, releasing, letting it go. Arms alongside the body. You're going to inhale, lifting the hips, pressing the feet down and pushing them forward, allowing that chest to come towards the chin. Knees are no more than hip-width distance apart. The tail is tucked, giving that lower back some space. Breathing into the belly. The weight is in the feet and the shoulders. There's no pressure in the neck. We'll stay for one more full deep inhale. And exhale, slowly coming out of it. Allowing those knees to fall side to side. We'll take one more round of that, so finding stillness. Inhale, lifting the hips, pressing the feet down and forward. Maybe this time rolling down onto the shoulders, allowing that chest to open a little bit more. Maybe those hips can go a little higher, still keeping the tail tucked. So we want to create as much space in that spine and keep it as possible. Pressing down through those triceps. If you're shaking, that's just muscle activation. It's okay. Breathe through it. And let's slowly exhale, coming down. Go ahead and rock those knees side to side. And take one more round of bridge. And inhale those hips up. Maybe walking the shoulders down towards the mat or rolling the shoulders down towards the mat, allowing those hips to come up. Maybe this time we're able to clasp our hands underneath and push down with the hands, the triceps, the shoulders, allowing that chest to open. Still no pressure in the neck. Are you breathing? Can you soften the muscles in the face? Can you unclench your jaw? And we'll take one more nice deep inhale. Unclasp the hands. Exhale where you slowly bring it down. Windshield wiper those legs. And pull the knees into the chest. Rock back and forth. Maybe you want to stay here or explore happy baby. Bringing those knees into the armpits. And the hands could be on the shins and calf, the ankles, maybe the outsides of the feet. That spine is still imprinted on the mat. Maybe creating some movement. Keeping that core engaged, the belly button pulled in. As you inhale, relaxing. As you exhale, sending that tail down towards the mat, fully imprinting the spine. Maybe you play with straightening one leg and then the other. Again, your version of straight. And one leg might be straighter than the other. Now release that, sending the legs up straight, hands down by the sides. And stay here for the legs up the wall. If you're in the middle of the room, imagine you have a wall right here. And the bum is scooted up all the way as close to the wall as you can get. And you're feeling the support against the calves, the hamstrings, and the support of the earth, cradling the head, the shoulders, the neck, the back, the hips. Studies have shown that if you do this for 7 minutes before bedtime without your phone, you'll fall asleep faster. You'll get a better night's sleep. It's good for the lymphatic system, the digestive system, the circulatory system. Let's release that. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug, wrapping yourself up in compassion, forgiveness, empathy, gratitude. We give these things away freely to our loved ones, but we never easily give them to ourselves. And finding stillness. And slowly set up for our Shavasana, our corpse pose. Sending the legs long. Arms down by the sides. Maybe one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Closing the eyes if it feels safe. Allowing that attention to be turned inward, quieting the mind, reducing the chatter, staying in the present moment, relaxing the face, the jaw, relaxing the shoulders, the arms, the belly, the hips, relaxing the legs, the feet, feeling the support and security of the earth beneath you. And inhaling that breath, watching it travel down the spine, inflating the belly, expanding the ribs, and filling the chest, holding at the top, maybe sipping in a little bit more, and exhaling, releasing the chest, the ribs, and the belly, pulling the belly button into the spine, releasing anything trapped, stale. Taking another round of that 3-part breath. And releasing, allowing the natural breath to return. Staying quiet. If you have more time to spend in Shavasana, I invite you to take it. If not, come back to your space and start by wiggling the toes, maybe running the thumb across the fingertips, pulling the knees into the chest, rolling to your right side, coming into the fetal position, in the position of rebirth, fresh starts, taking a moment to allow your practice to finish settling in. Coming back to any intention that you may have set. Taking a moment to thank yourself for showing up for yourself. With that free hand, pressing yourself up. Be keeping the eyes closed with that soft gaze down. Getting back into your easy seat. The spine nice and straight. Crown lifting to the sky, the sit bones rooting into the earth. Pausing for a moment for a nice deep inhale. And a slow releasing exhale. Dropping those hands down by the hips.
sending them out and up. Inhaling, scooping up all that positive energy you've created, harnessing it, connecting the palms, bringing that positive energy into your heart center. May you continue your day full of love and peace. Blessings. Thank you so much for practicing with me.